Hello everyone. Hello everyone. One second. So we are going to study network theory part 3, in which we are going to study network theory, two-port network, third lecture. Yesterday class, what we have studied? We have studied Y parameter, and second we have studied conversion of then after some questions related to Y parameter. Okay, today we are going to study hybrid parameter or H parameter. And second we are going to study conversion of H parameter. Okay, so we have a two-port network. We had a two-port network for H parameter. We have a two-port network in which it has input and output. So we have a two-port network in which it has input and output. Okay, input is V1 I1 and output is V2 I2. Input is V1 I1 and output is V2 I2. Yes sir. And here H parameter is defined H11, H12, H21 and H22. First of all is V1 and I2. So V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and second one is I2. Second one is I2 H21 I1 plus H22 I2 V2. Okay, so here independent and dependent variable is I1 and V2. Independent variable is I1 and V2. And dependent variable is V1 and I2 is dependent variable. Yes sir. These are the points. Then we are going to define what is H11, what is H12, what is H21 and what is H22. So first of all we are going to define what is H11, what is H12, what is H21 and what is H22. So nomenclature is required for this one. So H11 will be when I1 is equal to 0, when V2 is equal to 0, V2 is equal to 0, that is port 2 is short circuit. Port 2 is short circuit. Okay, and port 2 is short circuit. So V2 is equal to 0, H11 is equal to V1 by I1, H21 is equal to I2 by I1. So H11 will be equal to V1 by I1 and V2 is equal to 0. Okay, and H22 H21 is equal to I2 by I1 and V2 is equal to 0. V2 is equal to 0. So H11 is known as H11 short circuit. Yes sir. So driving point short circuit. It is V by I, so it is impedance, short circuit impedance. H21 will be equal to I2 by I1. Okay, I2 by I1, so I2 is output current, I1 is input current, so it is forward current gain, forward short circuit current gain. Why it is forward? Because second is output, first is input, so it is forward. Why it is short circuit? Because V2 is 0. And why it is current gain? Because ratio of current, so it is known as forward short circuit current gain. Second, next point is when I2 is 0, when I1 is 0. Next point is when I1 is 0. I1 is 0. I1 is equal to 0, that is port 1 is open circuit, and we know that if I1 is 0, then what is the equation for this one? If I1 is 0, then V1 by V2, so H12 is nothing but V1 by V2, I1 is equal to 0. Okay, and H22 is I2 by V2 when I1 is equal to 0. Yes sir. This one is voltage ratio. Okay, so H12 is voltage ratio, and 1 is output, 2 is input. 1 is output, 2 is input, so it is reverse, because this one is input, this one is output, but in this case V1 is output and V2 is input, so it is reverse because we are going in this direction. So this one is output, this one is input, so this is reverse direction. Input is output and output is input. Yes sir. Reverse. Short circuit or open circuit? Open circuit. Voltage gain or current gain? Sir, voltage gain. So voltage gain. Then H22 is nothing but I2 by V2, admittance. I1 is 0, open circuit, so it is known as driving point, open circuit, impedance, admittance हो जाएगा, admittance. So name is purely clear. Now you understand everything, that how we given the name of this points, Aubrey points. Then we will study G parameter. Okay sir. So for G parameter, what it will be? Inverse of H is G parameter. Okay, so current is I1, voltage is V1, current is I2, and voltage is V2. Yes sir. Then we have then we have G parameter, G11, G12, G21 and G22. So here I1 is the output and V2 is the output. I1 is G11 V1 and G12 out2, and again G21 V1 and G22 I2. Yes sir. Then here you understand that I1 and V2 is dependent variable. I1 and V2 is dependent variable. Yes sir. And V1 and I2 is independent variable. V1 and I2 is independent variable. Yes sir. Then we have I will make I2 is equal to 0. If I2 is equal to 0, port 2 is open circuit. Yes sir. If port 2 is open circuit, then what we are going to get? I1 by V1 and V2 by V1. So G11 I1 by V1, I2 is equal to 0 and G21 V2 by V1, I2 is equal to 0. Yes sir. So G11 is known as driving point open circuit current upon voltage admittance. Okay, open circuit admittance. Then G21 is, it is voltage upon voltage, second upon 1, output upon input, so it is forward open circuit what? Voltage gain. This is the name which we will give. Again I will make V2 is equal to 0. Again I will make V2 is equal to 0. Okay, so we will make V2 is equal to 0. V2 is equal to 0 means it is nothing but voltage is V2 is 0, so V1 is 0, sorry, V1 is 0, so port 1 is short circuited. Why it is known as hybrid? Because open circuit and short circuit both are possible here. Why it is known as hybrid? Because open circuit and short circuit both are possible here, so it is known as hybrid. And it is inverse hybrid also. In case of inverse hybrid, open and short circuit both are present here. First one is open circuit, second one is short circuit. First one is short circuit, second one is open circuit. Like that you have to understand. Then we will do G12. G12 is nothing but I1 upon I2. V1 is equal to 0. And G22 is V2 upon I2. V1 is equal to 0. Yes sir. Again, then we will going to understand what is G12. Output upon input, but 1 is input, 2 is output, but here 1 is output, 2 is input. So 1 is considered as output, 2 is considered as input, so it is opposite, so it is known as reverse, short circuit, okay. And second one is current gain, second one is short circuit, so G22 is driving point, short circuit, it is impedance, so this is our G parameter. So we have given the nomenclature of H parameter, G parameter, everything. Now we are going to understand in terms of H parameter what is Zin. So we are going to discuss many things, but you have to study more and more. Try to understand. You have to study more and more, then you will understand everything. If you will not study more and more, then you will get hodgepodge. And if you will get hodgepodge, you will think that, oh, this is not a big deal, this is a big topic or hodgepodge topic. If you understand the meaning of this thing, then you will understand everything. So you have to understand the meaning, what they are asking, in which term we are going to give the equation. So this is the main point here. In two-port network, there is so many things we are going to study, but you have to think in a way. So this is load, this is H parameter, H11, H12, H21 and H22. Okay. Then we are going to study, this is I1, this is V1, this is I2 and this is V2. If current is flowing like this, voltage drop will be like this. Then we have V1. V1 is equal to H11 I1, H12 V2 and I2 is equal to H21 V1 I1 and H21 I1 and H22 V2. Yes sir. One KVL. In KVL what is? In KVL V2 is equal to minus I2 into ZL. Okay. We are going to find out first of all what is Zin in terms of H parameter. So Zin will be equal to V1 by I1. So V1 by I1, V2 is blocking. So we have to find V2 in terms of I1. In terms of V2, we have to remove I2. So first of all, I will write I2 in terms of V2. So V2 upon ZL. In second equation, V2 upon ZL, H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Yes sir. Then we are going to study that I1 is equal to something. Yes sir. So what we will do? I1. Yes sir. So in case of I1, I have to find V2. So V2 is equal to H22 plus 1 by ZL is equal to V2 into V2 is equal to minus H21 into I1. Yes sir. Then we have V2 is equal to minus H21 into ZL divided by H22 plus H2 into ZL, H22 into ZL plus 1 into I1. Put this in first equation. So V1 is equal to V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H21 H12, and in place of V2 I will write this one H21 ZL H22 ZL plus 1 into I1. So Zin will be equal to R. Zin will be written as V1 by I1. Yes sir. So H11 plus minus H12 H21 ZL divided by H22 ZL plus 1. Yes sir. I will multiply, then it will be H11. So we will multiply. So H11 plus what it will be? H11 H22 minus H12 H21 into ZL divided by H22 ZL plus 1. So this is our formula for Zin. This is the formula for Zin. So Zin in terms of Z parameter, Zin in terms of Y parameter, Zin in terms of G parameter, H parameter. In other case, you can find out Zin in terms of which parameter? In terms of Z parameter also. So you can find out Zin in terms of G parameter also. Okay. So there is so many questions they will ask. Again we have G parameter. We have to find out Zin in terms of G parameter, Zin or Yin in terms of G parameter. So first of all I will write G12, G21 and G22. Okay. So what is G11? So V1 is equal to I1 is equal to G11 V1 G12 I2. Okay. And V2 is equal to G21 V1 and G22 I2. And again we have equation V22 is equal to minus I2 into ZL, So what we are going to replace? In second equation we will put V2. So it will be minus I2 into ZL G21 V1 plus G22 I2. You will find out I2 is equal to minus G21 V1 divided by G22 plus ZL. Yes sir. Then I will put I2 in first equation. So I1 is equal to G11 V1 plus G12 minus G21 divided by G22 plus ZL into V1 into V1. Again Yin is equal to I1 upon V1, and it will be G11 upon plus ZL, G11, G22, G12, G21 divided by G22 plus ZL. Yes sir. In terms of YL you can also find out. So ZL will be replaced by 1 by YL, ZL will be replaced by 1 by YL. So you will get, one second, ZL will be replaced by 1 by YL and ZL will be replaced by 1 by YL. So you will get, if I will replace ZL is equal to 1 by YL, so you will get Yin is equal to G11 plus G11 G22 minus G12 G21 into YL divided by G22 YL plus 1. So this is Yin in terms of G parameter. Yin in terms of G parameter. Okay. There is so many things which we are going to derive. Second, we are going to derive Z0 and Y0, Y out. Okay, Z out and Y out. Next we are going to derive, then we are going to do the comparison, and all formula I will do one summary also. So what I will do one summary that will revise you everything. So we will go through one summary also. Okay, we will go through the one summary also. Not today, after completing ABCD parameters and everything, then we will go for one summary, which is more important. But you have to derive. You have to derive always. I am not giving you the formula, I am giving you the concept how to derive. If you know how to derive, then you will get the answer in exam. If you don't know how to derive, then there is a big burden of formula, which is a very tough to remember. So you have to derive more and more so that you will get everything. There is no need to study any book, any textbook. Just you will study this two-port network now, this video. I am very sure that you will get good concept of two-port network and you will solve the question of two-port network in GATE exam. Okay. Again, I am not teaching through any book. I am just giving you the knowledge so that you will solve this question. V1 and I2, yes sir, I1 and V2, I1 and V2, H11, H12, H21 and H22. Then we have a KVL equation. Current will be flowing like this. So V1 is equal to minus I1 into Zs, or it will be replaced by I1 is equal to minus V1 into Ys. Okay, we have to find out I2 upon V2. I1 is hurdle, I will replace V1, so I1 is hurdle, so I will replace I1 in terms of V1. So what we are going to find out? We are going to find out V1, we are going to find out I1 in terms of V2. So I1 in terms of V2, I will replace V1, I will replace V1. So what will be the answer? V1 will be replaced, so it will be minus I1 into Zs is equal to H11 I1 H12 V2. Yes sir. So I1 will be equal to minus H12 V2 H11 plus ZS. Yes sir. Then I think I have written something wrong. No, it's okay. Then I will put I1 in terms of V2. So I2 will be equal to H21 minus H12 H11 plus ZS into V2 plus H22 and V2. So Y out will be equal to I2 upon V2. Yes sir. Which is equal to H22 into ZS, H11, H22, H12, H21 divided by H11 plus ZS. Yes sir. H11 plus ZS. So this is the equation of YS, Y out. Then we will go for Z out also. Then we will go for Z out in terms of G parameter. 1 second. Then we have Z out in terms of G parameter. Z out in terms of G parameter. G11, G12, G21 and G22. So first of all I will write I1 and V2. I1, so V1 I2, V1 I2. Here G11 plus G12, G21 and G22. KVL V1 is equal to minus I1 into ZS. So what we have going to find out? Z out. So for Z out you have to find out I1 minus V1 into YS. Yes sir. Then you will find out easily Z out. So I will put I1 in first equation. So minus V1 into YS, G11 into V1 plus G12 into I2. Yes sir. So you will get what? You will get what? You will get I2. You will get I2. Yes sir. I2 is equal to what you are going to find out? V1. So V1 is equal to minus G12 into G11 plus YS into I1 I2. Yes sir. You will put in terms of V1 in second equation. So V2 will be equal to G21 minus G12 G11 plus YS and plus G22 into V2 I2. So Z out will be equal to G22 ys plus g11 g22 minus g12 g21 divided by g11 plus ys. Then this z out will be written at in terms of ys will be written as in terms of z. So g22 plus g11 g22 plus minus g12 g21 into zs divided by g11 into zs plus 1. Yes sir. So you can write like this also. Ys will be written as 1 by zs, ys will be written as 1 by zs, so it will be cancelled out, and it will be written like this also. So z out will be like this also. Okay sir. And in this case y out will be written like this also. Zs will be written as 1 by ys. So h22 plus h11 h22 h12 h21 and into ys divided by h11 ys plus 1. Zs will be replaced by ys, 1 by ys, you will get like this. So this is a very important point. In terms of y parameter we have derived, in terms of z parameter we have derived, in terms of h parameter we have derived, in terms of g parameter we have derived, in terms of ABCD parameter we will derive. Then we will write the question equations, h parameter, g parameter, y parameter, something like that, everything we will write down. And other case z out will be written. And then open circuit, short circuit, we will find out everything, analysis in summary, and we will write down everything equally in every position, so that we will get the good thing. So that we will get the good point. Okay. Then we are going to study equivalent network. Next important point is here equivalent network. Equivalent network of g parameter, equivalent network of h parameter. So equivalent network is important. Equivalent network. It is very important. Okay. So first of all, z parameter. First is for z parameter. Okay. So z parameter will be V1 and V2. Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and Z21 I1 and Z22 I2. Yes sir. Z11 Z12 Z21 and Z22 unit is ohm. Unit is ohm. This one is voltage, so we will think like this. It is KVL. This one is voltage, so it is like that, KVL. And KVL will be applied in series condition. So series condition KVL will be applied. So this is series network, and this one is also series network. Always try to find voltage, KVL, series, current parallel, current KCL parallel. Always think like this. So this one is series. Okay. So what we have? We have a voltage V1. Okay. And I1. Yes sir. We have a voltage V2 and I2. Yes sir. Okay. Then we have, first one is Z11 I1, so it is Z11 by I1. So this one is Z11. Yes sir. But this one is I2, so it is second port. So I will replace voltage, dependent voltage source. I will replace dependent voltage source. So it is Z12 I2. In case of this one I1, this is first port. So we will replace dependent voltage source. And this is Z21 I1 and Z22 I2, so it will be Z22 I2. So this is series, this is series, Z11 I1, Z11 I1, Z22 I2, Z22 I2, I2 in second port but using first position. So I2 in second, but we are using first port, so dependent source. I1 is first, I1 in first, but we are using in second, so it is dependent source. Since it is voltage, so it is dependent voltage, and this one is dependent voltage. Okay. So this is the point here. This is the point here. So this is for Z parameter. Again, we will go for Y parameter. Equivalent model for Y parameter. Okay. For Y parameter, what it will be? Y parameter, it is KVL, KCL. So Y parameter, second is Y parameter. So Y parameter is nothing but KCL. So we will write down KCL equation. I1 is equal to Y11 into V1 and Y12 into V2. I2 is equal to Y21 into V1 and Y22 into V2. This is nothing but KCL. This is nothing but KCL, and this is parallel. This is parallel, and this one is also parallel. So we are going parallel condition, and again you will write that Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22 all have unit mho per ohm, ohm inverse or Simon. There is two more in notation. So all are same unit. They are in parallel, so I have to draw a parallel, a resistance, or you can say admittance, and a dependent current source. A dependent current source. Okay. In parallel combination. Again we have okay. So we have voltage V1, current I1, current I1. So V1 into Y11, so this is Y11. V2 into Y22, so this is V2. This is I2, and this is Y22. Second one is in V2, so we have a current source, downward current source, Y12 into V2 and Y21 into V1, downward current source. Yes sir. So it is something like this. So parallel combination. Then we have hybrid parameter, H parameter. Then we have H parameter. Yes sir. What is H parameter? Then we have H parameter. Third one is H parameter. In case of H parameter, we have V1 and I2. We have H11 and I1, H12 and V2, H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Yes sir. Then we have here it is voltage KVL, it is current KCL, this one series and second one parallel. Second one parallel. And again we have H11. H11 is V1 upon I1. So H11 unit is ohm. H12 voltage upon voltage, unitless. Okay. H21 current upon current, unitless. And H22 current upon voltage, it is per ohm, mho, ohm inverse and Simon. First one is series. Second one is parallel. This is voltage V2, this is current I2, this is voltage V1, this is current I1. Yes sir. H11 I1, H12 voltage source V2, H22 I2 and H21 H22 I2. H22 I2 V2 and I2 and current source. Yes sir. Current source is H21 I1. H21 I1. Yes sir. So this is our H parameter. Again we have G parameter. Which parameter? G parameter. Again we have G parameter. In case of G parameter, what we have? G parameter. In case of G parameter is I1 and V2. I1 is G11 V1 and G12 I2, G21 V1 and G22 I2. This one is current KCL, this one is voltage KVL, this one is current series parallel. Current divides in parallel, voltage divides in series, unit. G11 I1 upon V1, I1 upon V1 per ohm, ohm inverse, mho. Yes Simon. I1 upon I2 unitless, G21 V1 upon V2 unitless, so they are unitless. G22 is V2 upon something, so it is impedance. First one is parallel. First one is parallel. Yes, sir. First one is parallel. So it is admittance and dependent current source. Second one is series. So voltage source and impedance over. This one is V1. This one is I1, G11 and G12, I2. And second case, G21, V1 and G22, I2. Yes, sir. So we have series condition, parallel condition, series parallel condition and parallel series condition. So first one is series condition, second one is parallel condition, third one is series parallel condition, and fourth one is parallel series condition. Z parameter series condition, Y parameter parallel condition, and third one is series parallel and parallel series. Yes, sir. So what we will do, I will give you the 4 network. So first of all, I will draw series network. Yes, sir. Then I will write down something else. This is series network. Yes, sir. So what we have? I1. Yes, sir. V1. Yes, sir. Z11, Z12, V1, V2, Z21, V1 and Z22, I2 and V2. Yes, sir. If we have a circuit like this, in exam it will be given like this. Okay. So what it will be representing? So Z is 0, short circuit. Z is 0, voltage source is replaced by short circuit. Impedance is 0, it will be replaced by short circuit. Z is 0, voltage source will be replaced by short circuit. So Z 0, that means impedance 0. Impedance 0, that means short circuit. And Z 0, voltage source 0. Voltage source 0, that means voltage source 0. Voltage source 0, that means it will be also a short circuit. Try to understand. So Z11 0, Z11 0 and Z22 0. It is impedance 0. And Z21 0 and Z12 0, that means voltage source, short circuit. So this is short circuit. So its Z parameter will be 0, 0, 0, 0. Try to understand. So this one 0, short circuit. This one 0, this one 0, this one 0. Okay. You will think like this. If something like this, it is written like this something, you will understand. Now you can do the question. You will understand. What we have given? We have given something like this circuit. They are asking if they have given something like this, and they are asking Z parameter. They are asking Z parameter. They are asking Z parameter. So what is Z parameter? In this case, Z11 is 0. In this case, Z12 is equal to 1. Z21 is equal to 1. And Z22 is equal to 2 ohm. Yes, sir. So our Z parameter will be, Z matrix will be, so Z matrix for this one will be something like this: 0, 1, 1, 2 in ohm. Simple. It is very simple. So it is a very beautiful question they will ask. They will ask a very beautiful question. Again, we have one more type of question. They will give you two-port network. Yes, sir. They will give you one resistance ZS. Yes, sir. And Z parameter. Yes, sir. Z parameter. So I will ask, what is the new Z parameter for this one? What is the new Z parameter for this question? So for this network, what is the new Z parameter? They will ask, what is the new Z parameter? Then what you will do? Nothing. Just simply replace ZS. Yes, sir. And this Z parameter network will be replaced by Z1, Z11, voltage source. Yes, sir. Z12, V2, and second Z12, I2. Second, I think I have written wrong here. Sorry, I have written wrong here. It is something I. Sorry for that. It is I. Okay, this one is plus minus Z21 I1 and Z22 and current I2, voltage V2. Now you understand, this and this one is parallel, series. This one and this one is series. So our next Z matrix will be, nothing but Z11 and ZS are in series. So Z11 will change, Z12, Z21 and Z22. So this is the new Z parameter for this circuit. For this circuit, this one is new Z parameter. It is a very simple. Just replace network, you will get the answer. It will be a very simple question. Like that we have Y parameter. Like that we have Y parameter. Yes, sir. Current source. One second, I will check Y parameter also. Yes, V1, V2 update. This one is V1, this one is I1, this one is Y11, and this one is Y12 V1, this one is Y21 B2, Y21 B2 B1, and this one is Y22, current I2, voltage V2. Yes sir. If circuit will be like this, if circuit will be like this, then what we'll do, it is Y parameter. So short circuit, series network, try to understand. Short circuit, always remember series network. Short circuit, series network. Parallel circuit, open network. Parallel circuit, open network. Why? Open circuit. Parallel network is open circuit. Parallel network will be replaced by open circuit. Why it is? So you will understand why it is open circuit. Try to understand. Y11 is equal to 0 or Y22 is equal to 0. Admittance 0. Admittance 0, that means impedance infinity. Impedance infinity, that means open circuit. Y12, Y21 is equal to 0. That means current source is 0. Current source will be replaced by open circuit. So this Y11 is 0, open circuit. This one is 0, open circuit. Open circuit, open circuit. So our Y parameter will be 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the Y parameter. This is the Y parameter. So in this case, Y parameter is defined. Something like that question will be asked. Something like that question will be asked. What question they will ask? They will ask one more question like this. What question? Something like this they will ask. Yes sir. They will ask Y parameter. They will ask Y parameter. This one is 2 B1 B2, and this one is 2 𝐂𝐚. Yes sir. So what is the answer? So you will understand, no Y11, 0 𝐂𝐚. Here Y12 is equal to 2 𝐂𝐚. Here no current source, Y21 is equal to 0 𝐂𝐚. And here Y22 will be equal to 2 ohm. What? It is written 2 ohm. So it will be 1 by 2 𝐂𝐚. 1 by 2 𝐂𝐚. Here no open circuit, 0. Here current source suffix is 2. Here current source is open circuit, 0. Here impedance is 2 ohm, admittance is 1 by 2. So Y parameter will be equal to 0, 2, 0 and 1 by 2. So this is Y parameter in 𝐂𝐚. This is Y parameter in 𝐂𝐚. Then we have one question also, that we have a two-port network. Yes sir. We have a two-port network. Y parameter is given. Which parameter is given? Y parameter is given. y11, y12, y21 and y22. Yes sir. And there is a resistance in parallel. There is a resistance in parallel whose impedance is Z. Yes sir. They are going to ask what is Y parameter. What is Y parameter? If there is a resistance in parallel, then what is Y parameter? So what you will do, the new Y parameter will changed. Yes sir. The new Y parameter will changed. Yes sir. What it will be? So the new Y parameter will be calculated like this: y11, yes sir, y12, y12 into v1, v2, and y21, y21 into v1, and there is y22, yes sir, and there is impedance Z. So this one is the new, this one is the new Y. Y22 dash will be y22 plus 1 by Z, plus 1 by Z. Yes sir. So the new Y will be, y11, y12 and y21 and y22 plus 1 by Z. This is our new Y parameter. This is our new Y parameter. It is very easy. Then we have H parameter. Yes sir. H parameter is something like this: series and current source, voltage source, and parallel current source, and this one. So this network will be something like this. So this is our H11, this is our H12 and I2, B2, H21, I1 and H22. You know that this one is I1 and B1, this one is I2 and B2. Yes sir. Then we have series short circuit, parallel open circuit, I1, V1, I2, V2. So which type of network it is? Series parallel, H parameter. So here H11 0 0 0 0, H11 0, impedance 0, 0 ohm, 0 ohm is 0, short circuit, impedance is 0. H12 0, voltage source 0, that means short circuit. H21 0, current source 0, that means open circuit. H22 0, that means admittance 0, that means open circuit, admittance 0 means open circuit. Yes sir. Then we have two-port network. If we have a two-port network and we are going to decide what is the value of H parameter, you will understand. understand the things. This is our two-port network. This is our two-port network. Yes, sir. Two-port network. There is a resistance Z in series. There is a resistance Z2 in parallel, and this is H parameter. H parameter. So H12, H21 and H22. So they are asking another Z parameter. So what we will do? So it is nothing but you have a consider a Z parameter, Z value. Yes, sir. Z1, and you have to consider a Z2 also in parallel. Yes, sir. So this one is in series. So our H11 will be equal to H11 plus Z. H12 no change, H21 no change, and H22 it will change. Parallel condition, H22 1 by Z 2. Easy. It is very easy. Then we have G parameter like that also. We have G parameter. In case of G parameter, what will we have? What will we have? In case of G parameter, there is a series parallel condition. So parallel series condition. Parallel series condition G11 and parallel current source G12 I1 2 and series condition voltage source G21 V1, and there is a parallel condition G22. So this is G parameter. This is our G parameter, V2 and I2, V1 and I1. In case of this, there is a open circuit and there is a short circuit. So we can think like this: G11 0 ohm moho, 0 moho open circuit. G12 current source open circuit. Like that we have G21 0 voltage source short circuit, and G22 0 ohm, it will be short circuit. So our G parameter will be, for this network, G parameter will be 0 0 0 0. Okay. Then we have G parameter will be given. In this case, what we will do? This is our G parameter Z1. What? Z1. And in series Z2. Question will be given like this. So you have to find out G parameter. G11, G12, G21 and G22. they are in parallel condition, G11 and Z1, and current source G12, what? G12 V1, current I2, and this is voltage source. So this is G21 V2 V1 and G22, and this one is Z2. So our new G parameter will be G11 will change, so G11 plus 1 by Z1, G12 remains same, G21 remains same, and this one is G22 plus Z2, because G22 is impedance, series impedance, parallel admittance, like that you will understand. Then we will give, the question will be given like this. So you have to understand which parameter is defined for this one. Short, series. This one is open, parallel. This one is open short, parallel series. This one is short open, series parallel. Yes. So for first one, Z parameter is defined. First one, Z parameter is defined, series. Second one, Y parameter is defined. Y parameter is parallel. Third one is for which parameter? Third one is G and H parameter. So third one is G and H parameter. So third one is parallel series, G parameter. Parallel series, G parameter. And this one is series parallel. So for series parallel, H parameter. So short circuit, series. This one is series, parallel series parallel. So like that you will understand the things, and this is the points which will be over. Tomorrow we will study what? We will study transmission and parameter, then we will study conversion, then we will do summary, and then after we will do reciprocal network, symmetrical network, and lattice network, T network, pi network, and then after our chapter will be over. If time remains, if our classes remains, so we will do some question discussion also, so that you will understand everything, each and every point of the question. Okay, so summary is very important. So we will do summary in last. It's better we will do summary in last. So first one is what we have studied, H parameter. Second one is we have studied G parameter. Yes sir. Third one we have studied equivalent network. And fourth one is some questions we have studied. Question discussion. Thank you. We will meet it again. For PDF, you can join my channel, Telegram channel. It's official channel, Sonu Sir PW. You will find out Sonu Sir PW Telegram channel in where? You will find out Sonu Sir PW Telegram channel, and you will get PDF here. Okay. Thank you. We will meet it again.